In this how-to video, we're going to have a look at using sketches. I want to create the profile of the solid of this particular part. So let's go down to our timeline and go back in history, and we can see that was the starting point for that solid. So there's the profile of that. And if I go up into Create and look at the primitives that are available, none of those will work. So what I need to do is create a sketch and then use these tools to create that profile. I'm going to start by creating a new design. That design is named Untitled. Then go to Sketch and create a sketch. Select the plane. On the view cube, I'm going to click Front so we can see that sketch a little better. In the sketch palette, we have some options and constraints. Right-clicking in the background gives us the marking menu, and all of the tools are available readily at hand. On the toolbar, Sketch, Circle, Center Diameter Circle. I'm using a rough sketch that I created, so I have all my profile and dimensions readily at hand. I'm going to create 4 circles to get started. I'm placing the circles and entering the diameter. And the last circle, the larger one, is just slightly off center from the front one, so I'm just making sure it's to the left. And it's a fairly large circle, and that's going to be 60 millimeters in diameter. So with the 4 circles created, I'm going to go to Sketch Dimension. If you like using the keyboard, D will get you to Sketch Dimension. The current value of that dimension is 40. I'm going to change that dimension to 46. Then add a dimension between these 2 circles, and that dimension is going to be 25. I continue to place dimensions between all of the circles. You can see all the values that I placed in there. And I'm going to draw some lines tangential to the circles. I'll place the first point, and the second point I can actually get that to be tangent. So you'll notice that tangent constraint symbol is now showing up at that second one. Going around between all the circles. As I'm placing these, I'm getting that tangent constraint on the second point. I'm going to have to go back, of course, and place a tangent constraint on that first point. And then you see that tangency symbol right there. And coincident. So in my constraints, I'm going to select tangent. And between these circles and the line, place that constraint. What happens if I select it and it's already there? I get that error message. So if the constraint already exists, the system will tell you. A couple more constraints to add. And this is the final constraint that I need to add. Next thing I need to do is tidy up the sketch. To do that, I'm going to go to Sketch, Trim. Again, T on the keyboard will work for you. Click on those parts of the circles that I don't want. And you can see now that the sketch is almost what I want for that profile. So I can stop the sketch, go to my home view, and to complete making the body of that part, I'm going to go to Modify, press Pull, select the profile, change my direction to symmetric, so that when I drag on that, I will get the shape that I want. You can see how that's forming. I'm going to key in a value of 30 millimeters, giving me a 60 millimeter wide body. And that's a new body. Click on OK. Have a look at that. So that was a good example of using a sketch to create a profile and then a body. We can see down in our timeline the sketch. If those values or dimensions are incorrect, I can come back and modify those, or select the extrusion and modify those values.